What's up, Rad fam? Today we are playing Doki Doki, which is a apparently disturbing anime point and click game. Now, when I first started playing it, which is the video you're about to see today, I was unaware of just how long of a game this is. Apparently it is really long, so definitely the longest game that I played on this channel so far. So it's going to be broken up into a few videos. There is quite a big build-up to what's to come, but it's said to be necessary. And I want to just tell you guys that now because this first video does not play like a horror game. So I just want you to know that now. But it's supposedly necessary to have this long build-up to really drive home the fucked upness that's about to come. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. My interests are piqued. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience while playing this game. How dark is this gonna be? By playing Doki Doki, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Damn, they like really want to make sure that you know shit's gonna be fucked. Yay! And it's so weird because it looks like such a sweet like little anime theme. Oh, and now they're telling us again. Just in case you did not read the other 4 warnings. How's this gonna be disturbing? I'm really excited. I had to enter my age. Oops, oh no, go back. That's okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Saoya. That is not her name, I am so sorry. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Okay, so I like the little upbeat music. I'm wondering what demonic creepy shit's about to go down any second. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Seems a little insulting, but we'll continue. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. What? If she's gonna chase after me. However, I just sigh. Whenever I read sigh, I feel like I have to sigh out loud. I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. That felt weird to do. Okay, is this Sayori? She does not look creepy at all. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, 23. Why couldn't I just put my name in? Did I like read that wrong and I could have put any name in? I feel like it asked me my age. I might be an idiot. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Why is this person concerned so much about what other people think? And like, why do I not want to be friends with her? Or I don't get that. Fine. Okay, Sayori, you need to have some more self-respect. If a friend talked to me like that, I'd be like, okay, well, go fuck yourself. I don't need to be your friend. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I feel like I was just mean. And then the little hee-hee. I don't know why I had to do the shoulder twitch for that. We crossed the street together to make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, 23, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I feel like I'm the antisocial one here then. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Okay, maybe I'm gonna be the creepy one. Not just because I like playing games and anime, because me, but she seems too normal. I don't get it. I'm starting to think like she's not the problem here and I'm the problem. I'm so mean to her. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Okay. In a creepy game, if anyone ever says, "Do you trust me?" I instantly think, maybe I'm not supposed to trust you. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Says that as there's cheerful music going on. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little bit? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. God, who would want to be friends with me? I feel like I'm such an asshole. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I don't know, guys. I'm starting not to trust myself. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it, said no student ever. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Just clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Well, then we'll go check out some clubs. Maybe a murderous cult club. That could be fun. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I mean, if it's your interest, then yeah, start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. There might be something a little wrong. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. She seems like such a nice person. I don't get it. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Yeah, know what? I don't understand. Well, that you could come to my club. What a real MVP. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Girl, we are not worthy of this sweet little angel. Unless she kills me, but it might be deserved. We'll find out. Sayori is vice principal of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interests in literature, because I'm a self-centered prick. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Let her live her life, dude. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, okay, she's either got a crush or we're gonna be a human sacrifice. I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything, so... Don't make promises you can't keep. Boy, I am as angsty comes. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I mean, or it could just be like your best friend wants you to be in a club with her because she knows that you should be in a club and she likes hanging out with you. I let out a long, dramatic sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I mean, a cupcake would motivate me, so. Yes, let's go! Hopefully this is gonna be a cult. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I hope that's literal. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Why'd the music stop? Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh, okay, there it is. Got a little nervous there. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. I just feel like I don't know, that's the voice that I imagined in my head for her. Ah, 23, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Of course, I wouldn't say anything nice back. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm annoying myself with that voice. Do you want me to stop? I'm just gonna keep going with it. If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Oh look, I said something nice. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, 23. I really wish I wouldn't have put 23 in. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I probably have a shrine of her in my closet. What? Basically, completely out of my league. That's not the spirit, dude. You gotta have some self-confidence. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, 23. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. I mean, over cupcakes, I feel you, girl, me too. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay. Are you ready? Ta-da! Awa? I don't know how to say that. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to realize a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's adorable. Oh my God, okay. She might have a sassy attitude, but I love her. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. She sounds like such a little kid. I mean, I guess she is a kid. Oh God, I'm old. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Because she poisoned it, right? She totally poisoned it. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Okay, what do you guys think? Do you think it's made of poison, or do you think it's made of like the other member that she like murdered and like ground up? Ew, that's really disgusting. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Oh, what? What? Oh shit. Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. No, you dummy. All right, jeez. Calm the fuck down, girl. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and just dismiss the conversation. I mean, maybe because if she's a first year, she's probably like, she's younger than you. I can see her feeling a little uncomfortable. You're the only boy in the club, so... Or I guess I'm the only boy in the club? Yeah, call me daddy. What? Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of you before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Well, now I can't tell them that I was dragged here by my friend and I really didn't want to come, because now if I want to stay just because there's cute girls, it's gonna make me look bad. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We know we're hot. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Okay, I get why she's popular. I get it. I see it. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Are you guys getting a weird vibe from this? I feel like I'm starting to get a weird vibe from this. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really can grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal of murdering me. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So 23, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, hentai? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking, but like not really, but just in case she judges me, I'll say I'm joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. For you, baby. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay, this is where the shit's gonna go down. Okay. I was getting a little weary there. It's like, okay, when's this gonna happen? When's it gonna start picking up some steam? But here we go. They wanted to throw you through a loop. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Okay, girl, something is fishy about her. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Because she's a demon in hiding. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. What's wrong with being cute? I feel like that was such a compliment. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Oh, I read it like her. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Girl, I can't have an interest to start a conversation with you? Like, come on, calm down. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes because she's sketchy as fuck. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yay, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, 23? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth in what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Okay, calm down, the exclamation point. Don't be that, like, mean about it. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... 23, kind of putting me on the spot here, bud. You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, why the mixed signals here? I don't get it. Like, so you want to, but then you said you made a point to say you're not sure, but like, you already seem like you made it your mind, dude. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, there's other cute girls here, like calm the fuck down, girl. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. You can't just say thanks. You can't just leave it at thanks. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring back to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. 23, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, sure. Can I really impress a class star Monika with this mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, 23, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Okay, when do you guys think something creepy's about to happen? I don't know. Where's the disturbing? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. You know what I mean. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will follow me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta pick someone to impress. What's gonna happen if I impress like the wrong girl? Am I gonna get murdered then? Is someone gonna be jealous? Ooh, maybe they fight over me. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go with some creepy words. I'm gonna do despite. Oh, that made her happy. Interesting. Promise? Okay, was not expecting that. Let's do massacre. Okay. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let's do misfortune. What the fuck? I'm getting mixed signals here. Let's do romance, pleasure. Getting a little kinky. I'm like, I kind of like, since I impressed her with like creepy words, I think I'm like aiming for Yuri. Covet. Let's do disoriented. Let's do broken. Totally not impressing her at all. Essence. Extraordinary. Vitality. What kind of poem am I possibly making with all these words? Disown. Cry. Secretive. Unrestrained. Anger. Oh, okay, that's not surprising that she would respond to anger. Wrath. Let's just throw marshmallow in there. I like the way she like jumped and did the cute little dance. We'll go with unrequited. That is gonna be one interesting poem, and I hope they read it to me. Hi again, 23. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry, girl. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, 23. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Is that a threat? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wow. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. 23 always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Do I ever have fun? He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. I can't even judge a girl. And you almost set your house on fire once. Okay, I can judge you for that. Is that so? Huh. Would you look at that? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. She's moving kind of quickly, don't you think? I mean, to be jealous and we like literally spent like 10 minutes together, like calm down, girl. How come? You and 23 can become good friends too. Sayori. Is that like how do people just like not respond in conversation? That would aggravate me. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Why is that weird? She just said that you can become friends with somebody. Why is that weird? Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Okay, girl. If you went through the effort of bringing someone something, go through with it. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? You give it to me. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. No, girl, you're being normal. The only normal one here, apparently. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Wow, okay, look at me, being mature and human. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. I mean, girl, it's a book club. Isn't that the point? I'm confused. Is Literature Club not a book club? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Sudden music change? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, good, you weren't stalking me. Good. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, which is true. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. That she's interested in you. Let's see, she said she was jealous. She went out of her way to buy you a book. I think it's kind of obvious. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Cult? Did I call it? Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Ooh, kind of like we're doing now? No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. I feel like that's right, like this? Is that what's gonna happen? Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, 23? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Wow, this got deep real quick. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. Yeah, girl, don't apologize. You're talking from the heart. You talk about things you like. I haven't lost interest or anything. That's a weird thing to say. Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Girl, don't ever apologize for talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry about that. That just means you're passionate about reading. Yeah, girl, come on. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Everyone's so weird. I don't know who to trust. That's true. And obvious. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Are you as confused as I am? I feel like I am this character. I am confused. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. Reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead? Sorry. I was just... Yuri, really, you apologize a lot, don't you? I've actually been told that too. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up next to Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Okay, she didn't want to read when I sat next to her, and now she wants to share from a book? Like, that's a lot more cozy than just sitting next to each other. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, that's a nice little scene change. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under the thumb after it flips her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Well, yeah, that'd be a very distracting way to read something, in my opinion, too. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. What is this about again? That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. That's what's taking me so long. Not the fact that I'm like, oh gosh, she's looking at me now. Now I'm unnerved. That's creepy. Is this supposed to be cute? I'm creeped out. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Okay, person. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Oh, because she goes on a murder rampage, but... Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Is that a little rude to say to somebody that, like, you barely know? I see. Yeah, see, like she has a frown now, right? Yuri remains silent for a moment. But 23, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Thank you, girl. I said the same thing. Oh, that's so embarrassing you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. What other way did you mean it? Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Really? How oblivious can you be? Like, you don't know she's self-conscious, but like all her mannerisms tell you she's self-conscious? I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh. What are you saying? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We may not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Which one will I choose? Read this book by myself when I don't really like to read, or read it with a hot girl that I just pretty much watch for? I wonder which one I'll choose. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. Oh, that shocked me. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. All right. What a real MVP telling you how many chapters are kind of boring. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, do you remember what to write a poem last night? Yeah, I sure did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Why is writing a poem embarrassing? I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright guys, I'm just going to end it right here because this is like a really much longer experience than I thought it was going to be. So we're just going to end this one right here and we will come back to it at another time.